Bridget Madid is my name. Nsabirako House of Inspiration Church, Emutundwe. And guess what? KDIG, Kingdom Dominion and Influence Gathering is back this May. Tutandika ku first okumaliriza omwezi gonna tukungana wamu mu conference ey'amaanyi ne tusaba wamu ne tuyiga wamu. Na olwaleero nzize kubuulirako ku expo ejja okubeerawo ku 30th of May nga tuggalawo conference yaffe ey'amaanyi. Gw'omusuubuzi yenna alina business yonna jangu okozesa omukisa guno tugenda kukunganira wamu business women and businessmen ne business ez'enjawulo mujja tulange business zaffe mu expo egenda okubeera ku House of Inspiration Church Mutundwe. Tujja kuba tusasula essente ntono ddala emitwalo 5 n'emitwalo 10 ng'ofuna stall ey'okudisplayinga ebintu byo ebyenjawulo byoyagala okulanga mu expo eno. Mwetanire nnyo expos bannange kubanga oyigira ku banno bangi ababeera bazze okulanga ebintu byabwe, ofuna ku ba providers abalala, you connect with other people. Ba customers ab'enjawulo abagenda okubanga bazze mu conference eno bajja kuba bakukyalira ku stolio balabe byokola obabuulire gy'oli located obabuulire ku miwendo gyo egy'enjawulo. So don't miss. I have always attended these expos and I can't tell you the benefits bannange nze zenfunyemu. So please, 30th May, turn up for this expo at House of Inspiration Mutundwe. Thank you so much.
You were born for a purpose, and those who are set before you, run it with precision and intent. Breathe, dream, act, and believe. If not now, then when? And if it's not us, then who? Welcome to Destiny Matters, the English edition. And now, your host, Pastor Charles Kasiwante.
Yeah, welcome back to Destiny Matters. We are excited. We are talking parenting. Of course, if you were able to connect with our programs, as you saw in the break with the announcers, a lot is happening here at Destiny Matters. Plug in, be a part of our continuous programs that are meant to help you and raise you. This is one of Uganda's leading talk shows, and the emphasis we have is in education, information, and also helping people to grasp some levels of knowledge. These are conversations that you not have at work or at the bar. People keep on asking questions, well, how can I help my teenage son? A lot of teenage girls and sons, that's what I deal with every day as a pastor. And they bring them to me to talk to them. Pastor, talk to my son. Talk to my son, because sometimes probably the parent has failed, and but you have a responsibility because God has trusted you. I would even ask Dr. Fiona again, if ramifications or the consequences of wrong parenting also have got eternal consequences. Will God ask us how we raise our children? I've not seen that scripturally, but I assume probably we are going to be asked to account for how we raised our children. But according to the Bible, children are a reward from the Lord, and it's a heritage. That means God gives them to you intentionally. Every destiny entrusted with you in your house. And the entire desire is to raise a child that brings joy to you. Bible says charity begins at home. I'm again honored as we get into our second part to talk to a doctor, medical doctor, also a clinical psychologist, and also an advocate on mental health, Dr. Fiona Muhanguzi. She's an author of a powerful book, Parenting Made Easy. I want you to think about how can they get this book?
It's available in the bookshops, Uganda Bookshop, and Book Point. But you can also get in touch, and we find copies here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So look it up, Book Point, Uganda Bookshop,
Yes.
and just look, at least try.
Yes.
Try, even if you fail, we shall know you tried. Yeah, as a parent, because honestly speaking, my mom, and I like to celebrate her. She's an amazing parent because. My mom raised 8 of us.
Yes.
1 girl, 7 boys. Do you know what that takes? You know?
I love her already.
And she was a single woman.
Yeah.
But lots of her sons have turned out to be pastors. Others are living in the diaspora. The grandchildren are blessing to her, and she's just enjoying her old age. Yeah. One day I saw her on Christmas, and she was sitting in the middle, and all these 7 boys are surrounding her, tall giants, and she's so little. I was like, how did she even raise all of them? Yeah. But doctor, we thank you for coming up, first of all, to write. Yeah, a lot of authors don't want to write because it's work.
Yes.
Yeah, it's out of work, writing books and getting them out there. How much is this book?
Oh, it's going for 50,000.
50,000.
50,000
Yeah.
Uganda shilling.
If you cannot go to the bookshops, but you're watching on STV or on YouTube, and you want us to deliver your copy, call now those numbers. We will order for you and deliver it to you wherever you are. These are books you need to read, especially if you've got teenagers, because you see, there's nothing as hurting as you, a parent who's Christian, raising children who are totally off. Yeah. Even insulting your God.
Oh, yes.
So there has to be out of wisdom. Now, in the break, of course, the producers here also had questions for you. So many things. People are excited about this because most of them are becoming parents and they're young parents.
Wow.
And for me, I tell people that you don't know the taste of parenthood until you have a teenager. Yeah. This one of baby come here, that is different. That is a bit different. Yeah. What was your experience when your girls who are now at the uni? Was there challenges or your foundation was supportive?
Both.
Yeah.
We had a good foundation, but yes, there were challenges as they were teenagers.
They came up with some ideas.
Yes. Oh,
They felt like they had rights.
big questions.
Yeah.
The other holiday, my teenager who is in S2 showed up and said, this holiday I'm resting.
No reading, no work.
And you know my answer with boundaries, with all the love, your rice is in the cupboard, it's resting. Yeah, like your stuff is resting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to wake it up.
Yes. So you see, simple logic. She realized she was not going to have a meal. She was not going to have a what? Because there everything is resting.
Yeah.
Was that a fight? You see how easy it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we speak your language. You come, you're resting. The rice is resting. The cooker is resting. The mop is resting.
Yeah.
It's all resting time.
When it comes to eating, you should also be resting.
No, for you, your food is resting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she didn't rest many days, trust me.
Yeah.
So if you like, how difficult was that?
Yeah. It also depends.
Yeah.
But also exposure, social media. Parents who love their children a lot want to give them iPhones as early as 9, 10, no limits. What do you think we should do in this social media phrase to raise children?
Yeah. When you say what should we do, that's a tough one. There's so much you can do. But my comment is, in all parenting, be intentional. What is the purpose of what you're doing? And when you look ahead, what will this achieve? We shouldn't do things blindly. No, we shouldn't do things blindly. We shouldn't permit behavior blindly. Recently, I had a client who had a teenager, and the fight was phone. And I said, let's go backwards. What was the purpose of the phone? So that let's deal with that. Because now he's a teenager, they are using it for research, they need it for school, and you're taking it away. Now it's a power fight. Where did it start? What do you achieve? So let's be mindful. Ask those tough questions.
Yeah.
It goes to more than even the phone. It goes to the car. Where are they going? What are they going to do? Can they afford this? I'll give you a little sneak peek into my house. Even calling friends, they buy airtime. You will laugh. I'm a doctor. Yeah, they pay me that Rukumi. And the point is, save your pocket money to do those things you want to do.
So when you want to use your phone,
yes,
you charge them?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that sounds mean, But I'm trying to communicate that there
that
is a
sounds
cost
that sounds extremely
and responsibility
yeah.
to these things. No, and then you're calling for what?
So
Then my friend wanted to have one. I said, save for it.
So the whole idea of free things, it doesn't work because
No, that's not responsibility.
because in actual sense,
That is not responsibility.
in the actual world, there are no free things.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if free things come to you, you pay price somehow.
Yes. And in the genuineness of parenting, it's giving the children a taste of the real life.
Yeah.
Like I said, I tell, even now my 9-year-old, we're at that phase where forcing him to do things. And mine is simple. I don't want, what is his task? Arrange the shoes?
Yeah.
I mean, how much work is there in the city? Wipe things off the sink? Trust me, he doesn't want. Change your clothes? He doesn't want. So it's those simple limits of life is not free, and the real world will not tolerate this. You will not show up with uncombed hair and maintain the job.
Yeah.
No, you will not do the job and get paid.
Yeah.
Because you're beautiful, you will not go to the bank and pick money.
Yeah.
No, that's not real life.
Yeah.
And that's how parenting prepares the children to face the real life in the simple, gentle confines of our home. Yeah. So I remember telling someone, parenting means you're going to be petty, very petty, like I said. I don't want to wipe. Your plate is still on the sink.
Yeah.
They don't want to set the table. I'm telling you, okay, you serve your sauce without a spoon. And then the others laugh. But you see, you'll never miss that point.
Are you the kind of parent who is in that ideology of we suffered, you must also suffer?
No.
So where, so where is your drawing line?
No. But I'm the parent who likes to make children appreciate privileges.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the things I like to do with my young children is I chose a school nearby home. So, like I said, he dodges wiping things from the sink. You can see how small a task. So if I let that go, it means his attitude is he doesn't do little things. Things like make your bed. I just reach lunchtime, I say, whose bed is not made? And people vanish and make their beds. You see?
Yeah.
Then, little things. So I tell them, you saved your energy, so use it to walk.
Yeah.
They like to be driven at school.
And you see what
so
most...
it's not suffering, but it's appreciation of privileges.
Of privileges.
That one we have a responsibility.
Yeah, a parent must show that what you're getting for free, someone else is paying the price.
Yes.
Yes, somehow.
And they need to be taken care of. Now things like we wash the car, not all the time.
Yeah.
And for me it's simple. You don't want to wash it. I mean, you can be sure you're not riding with me.
Yeah. You have to wash.
Yeah, so we all wash.
Even girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing which many parents don't like to do is children do what you do, whether you like it or not.
We want to get there.
They imitate.
So no matter what you say.
No. Say all your philosophy and good things. If they don't have a feel or sense that it is okay to do these things, they will not do them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even as recently, I wash my car.
Yeah.
And you know what that means? I don't say it many times.
Yeah.
Because when they see me do
it,
it's because no one is attending to it.
Yeah.
And they know that a car is to be washed.
And once they see washing, everybody comes out.
Oh, yes. Not really.
Yeah.
They'll find apologies, they'll do other nice things, and then the next time they'll wash it.
Yeah.
But the point is, don't underlook any other work. That's another thing that has made parenting difficult. We graded work, we graded ourselves. And real life is not like that.
Yeah.
Everybody eats, everybody goes to the bathroom. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so food has to be cooked. Bathrooms need to be cleaned.
Yeah.
And it's human beings who do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important. And I think that's the best heritage we give to our children. Values.
Yeah. Values.
Values, yeah. And you mentioned something about observation. Children learn from observation.
Yes.
No matter what lectures you give them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're going to observe you,
Yes.
how you handle your husband.
Yes.
And that for them is more ministry than even what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So parents must know. I think every good parent is conscious of what their children watch them do.
But to add to that, some people, I don't want people to despair because they think their background is bad, like how we were saying single parenting. The people are more than physical. They can also feel your spirit and your repentance and your brokenness over an issue which is not good. Yeah. They pick that. They can feel your cry for bigger things, for greater things. They pick that. And they are able to run with it. So it's not all lost because you're not perfect. Yeah. Also, your heart matters. If you're broken about something, they'll feel it. And you'll probably be saying it. But if you're rejoicing and covering evil, trust me, they'll give you a good measure of it.
Yeah.
In good time.
True. You write in your book and you say every parent is a student.
Yes.
What's that about?
Yeah. It's about, being a parent is like being, I was about to say the president, like having the highest position. You have all the power, you have all the authority, you're the one with the resources. No. Saying being a parent is about being a student is knowing that there is the humility to know that there are things you don't know. The way I grew up and my setting, like for example, at home, it wasn't says don't come to a meal if you didn't do this, but it was there because there was more power and sternness in the environment I grew up with. But now for my children, I have to say it. Yeah. So I had to be willing to be a student to know that my authority will not be felt the way I felt my father's authority. I had to learn that. Yeah, and communicate it. I had to learn that, for example, how my children have phones, how they watch things. I had to learn that. Where I grew up, if something was a no, it was a no. But here, it's a bargain.
Yeah.
It's a, you exchange, everyone pitches their position, until you win. It won't be that, do this because I say so. Like last week, we were putting our son on the bus, and he had this thing of, why can't you take me? I mean, you can. And it wasn't, no, we won't take, no, it was, who should take you at what time? Do you know what it costs to take you? I mean, we're in Kampala. The child is going to Mbarara. And then he has a sister who is going to Fort Portal. And that one doesn't complain. She takes the bus. And she quickly said, but me, I go further. Now, that's peer counseling. But for me, the parent, I had to go to a little more detail. Yeah. Of show them that it's even a privilege. Your fees is fully paid. You're going well. I'm dropping you at the bus. It's dropping you at the school. So it's not about, that's what we are giving you, take it.
Hey, you be quiet and go get on the bus.
Yes.
We are your parents.
I had to learn that the environment is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a only different environment, actually.
It is.
We have to accept, and it's even becoming hard.
Yes.
It's an information age. You're co-parenting with internet. Yes, with a lot of people. And there's that other narrative people say, your children can never take from you unless they admire you. Yes. And now there's a competition with what motivates them. So they are online and they're watching all what they call the pop stars, and they're becoming their models. And then you are not, especially Christian parents.
Oh, yeah.
So it feels like this is boring. But how do I instill Christian values in my child? What is your input on that? I want to raise a Christian, a godly fearing child. Because before the show we talked about assumption. Yeah. There's an assumption that my children are going to follow after my faith.
Because I take them to church.
Yes. Yeah.
There's, that. The acknowledgement that it won't just happen passively. It's not osmosis in science. Is to be intentional. But I like what you said. What they admire, they'll learn. Yeah. What I know how we can pass on, one is to make it attractive and enjoyable. There are things I do that I love, that I enjoy, that I see my children do. There are things that I saw my parents did that I loved and enjoyed. I'll give you an example. My father didn't really teach us scripture or read the word. But he had this thing when we'd be up country. He would wake up, sit at the balcony outside, read his Bible, sing hymns. Even when I say it, there are lines which come in my mind. Walk around his farm singing. He didn't do it every day. He didn't what? But it's something he did. So in my mind as a child, I was like, when I grow up, also me, I'll sit outside, read my Bible, and sing.
Yeah.
Do I sing? Yes, I still do it. Then there are things you do together. Like Sunday was one of the nicest days at home. We went to church. When we came to the town, that's when we would eat ice cream. So Sunday wasn't just go to church, dress up. It had all these other nice things around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the ice cream, the visitors, the dressing up. In those days, you had Sunday best. So there were many nice things about it, which made it attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, the things you're trained in, you don't just lose.
Yeah.
The scriptures my children say, because I also say them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They repeat them. Can we talk about mental health? From your experience, a lot of teenagers now are struggling. First of all, what's the cause of this rampant mental health? Is it that now we can diagnose, or is it that it has increased?
It's all of those.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it has increased. There is more diagnosis, but also the environment has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will pick on one thing a friend of mine likes to say. You like to say that thing. I believe it because I didn't grow up in the city. Now I've been in the city longer than I was outside the city. But this confinement and small spaces, it affects us more than we realize. And the more I'm talking to people, even friends, I'm amazed that it's actually a thing. I've dealt with some children, like some diseases, the ADHD, the autism. This confinedness affects us more than we realize. But that's the environment we live in. They go to school, same thing. Yeah. I personally would labor to choose a school with a field. Let them go out and play themselves, you know. They need that. So the environment we are living in is affecting our mental health.
Yeah.
All this screen time.
I know.
All this screen time.
Yeah.
There are families I've dealt with, and when they change a few things like more activities, more cooking, more what, TV loses market suddenly.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this child is a TV child. Where did the TV child go? They've discovered they love to cook, to decorate, to make things. So even now we're not involving children. Then one thing also that has come up is the attitude towards what we call not normal living, but I'll call it activities of normal life. The cooking, the cleaning, the what. We think those are low-level things. They are for workers. I don't know for what. If you like, those things can actually be therapy. Yeah, you unwind. You even their talent, their gifts. These days, people do businesses. They make juice. They roast meat. They've discovered it's a thing. But imagine they were denied all that. You can't be a cook. You can't be a chef. Yeah. So our environment has changed so much, and it's affecting our mental health. We are not as open to explore.
Yeah.
Everything many things have become commercialized. So we are not as creative. We are not breathing. We don't have as much time to reflect.
True.
And then the people thing has also reduced a lot.
Yeah.
Even in our homes, parenting is about fees. I'm working. Lockdown personally was one of the nicest things that has happened to many homes. They sat, they talked, they fought, they played, they loved each other. Yeah. Others hated completely, but it was such a good thing. The people thing has really gone down. Yeah. And that's where we get life.
People like to interact with who they don't see.
Yeah. No, that's not real interaction.
And they ignore the one that is present. Yeah.
I like to tell the youth, okay, marry her online.
Yeah.
Have fun online.
I know.
Doesn't work.
Somebody must be physical.
But you enjoy your neighbor, you will be amused.
I saw a meme or a picture where kids had gone with their parents to visit their grandmother. And so they took this picture. Everybody was on the gadgets.
Yes.
And grandma was in the middle, looking at everybody.
Yeah.
There was no conversation.
Yes.
Kids were on iPads, iPhones. The mommy was on her phone.
Yeah.
And then they decided to go into therapy to take away those phones. And I'm told the story says everybody was sick in the first 3 hours
Yes.
of having no gadgets.
Yes.
So that's how addictive we are
Yes.
to our cell phones.
No, I've heard of workplaces where they say no phones. Now offices, my husband's telling me the other day, you arrive, you leave your phone there until break time.
Wow.
And the first few days, like people are like they have withdrawal symptoms.
Yes.
Like people are jittery, they can't settle, like phone. But you know what that
It's
means?
certainly-
They are not really working. It means even when we do things, we don't really focus.
Yes.
And that means we are not being excellent at many things.
Exactly.
Because we are so mixed up and lying and camouflaging and, yeah?
And there's no discipline at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
But worst of all, our relationships are suffering.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of good health comes from good relationships.
Yeah. And I think we have to accept that phones are now a real addiction.
For many.
Yes, that becoming like a disease of some sort. Yeah, they actually, when you go, it's called the iPad generation. The kids who have grown up with iPads, because a lot of parents, and we'll talk about that also, because they don't want to be bothered in their space.
Yes, so they are introducing gadgets.
Yes, so they just give a gadget, even in church, get a gadget.
Yes.
Even at home, be on TV.
Yes.
As long as the kid is on TV or on
Or
iPad.
is quiet, tucked away.
Yes, and then you can do other things. Yeah, and then these kids grow, and they're literally attached.
Yes.
The videos are there. We'll even show some of them if we can, where they take away iPads and the children are violent.
No, they struggle.
They're
Ask people in school. First term after a long holiday is a struggle. The children can't concentrate. They cannot sit in one place.
Yeah.
And then there are many children who have issues, and the real issue is they're off the phone, off the TV.
So screen time must be also part of the discipline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also monitoring.
But it starts with, now that's where we become students again.
Yeah.
If I don't have discipline, how do I?
If I'm always on the phone, how do I even tell?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we have excuses. They are learning online. There's all these educational things. And I like to say, the world is like Makerere. There are how many courses in Makerere? Do you do all of them?
Of course.
Choose your one and mind your one.
Yeah.
Yes. There's all these good things, all these good shows. Like we said, seasons change. You will shift to another show. But you can't be following everything.
Yeah.
How much time do you have? But worse still, what else should you be doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think especially short videos, TikTok, they've literally taken away the privacy of children learning to read. Yeah.
People.
Human beings.
When it comes to media, I don't say children alone.
People.
It's everyone's problem.
Yeah.
You have to manage you.
I'm telling you.
And then help your children.
I'm telling you. The good thing, Google usually gives you screen time every week, every month. It shows you how much you've been on the phone. And some people are shocked that they've actually been 7 hours every day.
Yes, even more.
On their phone.
Even more.
Without even knowing.
Yes.
And I think even workplaces must start regulating.
Yes.
You cannot be on a cell phone and still work.
They have.
Yeah.
Many are.
Yeah.
They're beginning to regulate.
This is something that I wish we had more time to talk about. But we have to come to the end because our time is limited. But I like to encourage many of you parents that are watching, so especially young parents, and you can access reading. Please invest your time in reading this book, Parenting Made Easy. The Bible says they shall know the truth, and the truth will set them free. Knowledge is power.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe no one mentored you. Some of us, we never had, we were raised in broken homes, and so we never had parents who taught us what to do. But this book is going to help you to learn how to raise, especially those who are in the diaspora. It is increasingly difficult to raise a child in the Western world because of their rights. You don't even know what your limit is as a parent, as a Christian parent per se. But so many things, so much wisdom that has been given to us by Dr. and Fiona Muhanguzi. And we appreciate her for coming out on Destiny Matters. And so as many of you that can really reach out to get a copy of our book, I'm going to put her on the spot to tell us that one line. If she was thrown from the air, landed and given 1 minute to talk to a parent, what is that go-to statement or go-to ideology that she will share with any parent in a minute?
I would say your child is a gift from God, like your greatest treasure. If you are giving 1 trillion, okay, let's say 1 billion, how would you treat it? You would guard it, you'd protect it, and you'd make sure it's very useful. So my philosophy is be present, be connected, be intentional. This is your treasure. It can give you much if you handle it well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not those things of okay. Thank you so much for coming, and for those who have been able to listen, let's appreciate Dr. Fiona one more time, please. Yeah. Join us and follow us on our activities here at Destiny Matters. A lot is happening. We've been in Dominion Month, and we are continuing. And you can be a part of our messages online. Let's continue the conversation, even those who are not able to watch live. And give your comments on what you've learned in parenting for someone else to learn. And I know that many of you are going to be demanding for Dr. Fiona to come back. We will look for her because there's a lot. This is a very huge assignment. Raising a child is not a walk in the park. But when the children become, can you imagine, it's a lifetime commitment? Yeah. This could be the biggest job God has ever given you. Yeah. Until next time, remember, your destiny matters and your child's destiny matters too.
Thank you for watching this edition of Destiny Matters. For more information, contact us on +256 700 102 040 or +256 756 444 707. And remember to like and subscribe. Destiny Matters. Christ is the formula.
Children are a reward from the Lord, and it's a heritage. That means God gives them to you intentionally. You're a doctor. You do a lot of other things. How do you balance that?
I can personally speak of priority.
Yeah.
I was a stay-home mom from 2007 till past lockdown.
You don't know the taste of parenthood until you have a teenager. Do our children understand rights?
Rights and discipline, they work together. The other holiday, my teenager who is in S2 showed up and said, "This holiday, I'm resting."
No reading, no work.
And you know my answer with boundaries, with all the love, your rice is in the cupboard, it's resting. Simple logic. She realized she was not going to have a meal, she was not going to have a what? Because there everything is resting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we speak your language. Even calling friends, they buy airtime. You will laugh. I'm a doctor. Yeah, they pay me that rukumi. Life is not free, and the real world will not tolerate this. You will not show up with uncombed hair and maintain the job.
Yeah.
No, you will not do the job and get paid.
Yeah.
Because you're beautiful, you will not go to the bank and pick money.
Yeah.
No, that's not real life.
Phones are now a real addiction.
All this screen time, even in our homes, parenting is about fees. I'm working.
Many of us have walked through life feeling like we don't quite fit in. We look at the world around us, the chaos, the values, the shifting shadows, and we feel a profound sense of disconnection. That's not a mistake. It's a sign we don't have to fit you. KDIG, Kingdom, Dominion, and Influence Gathering, is an invitation to shift your mindset from an earthly wanderer to an heavenly ambassador. We are citizens of a kingdom not made by human hands or ruled by earthly kings, a kingdom not limited by time or space, but established by God Himself, ruled by Christ Jesus, and made manifest through His redeemed people on the earth. You are God's redeemed, called to manifest the kingdom of Christ on this earth. This truth is one of the greatest revelations that the Holy Spirit is restoring to the body of Christ in this season. In a world full of confusion, corruption, and spiritual blindness, God is calling His people to rise and represent His kingdom with clarity, authority, purity, and character. We are not called to escape the world. We have been called to influence the world, and we are not waiting for heaven to come someday. Heaven has already come into us through the Spirit of Christ, and to us, May is no longer May. May is dominion. Welcome to Kingdom, Dominion, and Influence Gathering 2026, Standing Before Kings.
You were born for a purpose, and those who rest set before you. Run it with precision and intent. Breathe, dream, act, and believe. If not now, then when? And if it's not us, then who? Welcome to Destiny Matters, the English edition. And now, your host, Pastor Charles Kasiwante.
Welcome again to Destiny Matters. This is a unique one. I'd like to welcome you today. We'll be talking parenting. It's very important as Christians to understand the power of raising God-fearing children. But how that is done is still complicated because you cannot really decide what your children are going to be. You can only play your role. Today I'm hosting a powerful woman who is also a mental health advocate and a clinical psychologist. She's a doctor. But other than that, she has passion for children, parenting and raising children. She's written a book recently, Parenting Made Easy, What Every Parent Should Know. An amazing book that's available today at the end of the telecast. You can call and find yourself a copy. And she'll be talking to us about different experiences, especially now. In our time, raising children, especially teenagers, is a whole new world with the social media interferences and probably also social media parenting along with you. You know, it's very important to be able to understand how do you raise a child to become what they are destined to be, because every child is a potential destiny according to scripture. So I wanted to join your hands together as we welcome Dr. Fiona Muhanguzi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Such a joy to have you, come to
Pleasure
us
to.
at Destiny Matters.
Thank you.
Well, would you please greet our audience on Destiny Matters and introduce yourself again?
Oh, wow. I'm happy to be here. And yes, every destiny matters.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pastor, for doing this. It's glorious. in
Glory be to
short.
God.
And we are grateful for your impact and for parenting many nations, all of us watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's Fiona. Anne. Fiona is the name they usually use, but I'm Anne Fiona Muhanguzi, mother of 7.
Oh, 7.
Yes.
I'd given you less.
Full, beautiful house. Yes, it's easy to pick the 3 girls, 3 boys, but there are 4 girls, 3 boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a busy home, eh?
Yes. It's a happy home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A happy home, married to one husband, Dr. Sam Muhanguzi. I'm very privileged, and I'm a child of God. In short.
Amen. Yep. So recently you wrote a book and it was launched.
Yes.
People need to get a glimpse of this knowledge.
Sure.
A lot of people have a lot of knowledge, but they're not putting it into writing.
Yeah.
I used to say something that imagine the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So if Abraham failed at parenting, he would not have been able to raise Isaac. Imagine if Jacob was on drugs. Would we still continue to have had the lineage? So I think it's important to nurture the destinies and be able to put people where they belong. So this is a very important topic for those who are watching. I'm with an expert, someone who's got also the experience, and she can share a few of her thoughts. What would be the first remarks you would make when it comes to parenting and the book that you've written?
My should I say biggest remark?
Yeah.
Is the fact that parenting is one of the greatest, heaviest, probably strongest assignment that anybody gets while on earth. I like how you hinted on Abraham. Actually, the scripture says that he chose him because he would teach his child these things. That's one of the reasons why he was chosen.
Yeah.
And even when you go scientific, the cycle of life is about parenting.
Yeah.
You were parented, you parent, and you should make your children able to be able to parent.
Yeah.
It is the life. It is the circle of life, parenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a big thing.
When you, because I know you probably could have been a young mother when you first had your first, your first children.
Yes.
How old were you that time?
Not too young. I was about 25.
That is young.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a bit strange?
24.
24.
No, I was looking forward
to
having
parenting?
my child.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought babies were amazing. I never dreamed I would have a child. I mean, there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I had my own, it was good.
Yeah.
It was heavenly.
So, and also looking at your career path, you're a doctor, you do a lot of other things. How do you balance that? Marriage, parenting, and still the career? You do some work in your church and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if I can speak of balance. I can personally speak of priority.
Okay.
And understanding the seasons of life. Yeah. Just before I got married, as I was finishing medical school, I realized there was not really a gap, but a demand and an expectation, and that the task would be heavy, taking care of children, especially for me as a woman. So I knew ahead that I needed to put in time if I wanted my children to be different.
Okay.
And right from the go, I was one of those who was stay-home mom. I worked part-time, struggled a lot, stayed home completely. Our youngest 5, I was completely at home.
Yeah.
I was a stay-home mom from 2007 till past lockdown. That's when I went back to do a master's and then went back to work, but still part-time.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not really balancing.
It's priorities.
It's priority.
Yeah. At that time of your
understanding my season and engaging fully.
At that time, like someone has got to know. At that time of my life, what must I be doing?
Yes.
Yes. What really matters more than than other things.
Yes.
And you and your husband, do you also have? Is there a way you find? How do you partner in parenting? Is that something that you talk about, or is just automatic?
It can't be automatic. There's a level of you can't work together unless you agree. Yeah, I chose the kind of partner that would agree with my values. We sort of had to agree. Yeah, like we are Christian, we can't be out partying, we want a family. So when I needed to stay home, it wasn't really a struggle. Actually, as I was struggling to stay home, it was more like, but you're here, I'm doing this, like, what is it? It was more my decision to really give myself to being there for the younger ones. Yeah, so it's a level of, we agree at a level of values, so we didn't have too much struggle on that. Yeah, but everyone puts in their part. Yeah, you can't have, for example, big financial expectations when you're not working or you have one income. Yeah, so you both put in yourself to get this going.
Yeah. We are going to be discussing the book in a little while. Part of what you've written, the uniqueness of every child's destiny, knowing that every child is unique in their own way. We'll be talking about some of the things, how parents can use the tongue and how the tongue can work. But I don't know if you've had interactions with the diaspora people concerning parenting. It's a bit difficult when you go to North America or Europe. You find that children have got rights. And parents here in Africa, we are taught to discipline, especially corporal punishment. Does that at all help? Because even the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. So, but does that have anything to do with how African children are raised? Are our children different from the Western world children? Do our children understand rights? Because even as you answer that question, I'm told when you go to prisons in America, even in the UK now, there are more black children, juveniles, that are in prisons than any other race. Because probably someone was arguing that it is because black children don't appreciate the balance between rights and responsibilities. Yeah, so they end up forcing their rights more, and when they get into the actual world, the laws have got to, reprimand them. Yes, but that's just an opinion from somebody. I want to ask you, what do you think should be the balance between disciplining a child and letting the child have their rights?
A very interesting and touchy topic, but what I know and what I will say, even from what I believe, rights and discipline don't have to be separate. They work together. And then I will add also their parental rights. And then I will add the society we live in matters. When you come to, should I say Uganda, the child's rights mainly might be, are they fed? Do they have where to stay? They may not
Shelter,
exactly
education.
be, yes, and maybe education somewhere on the line, but they may not be, I have my voice, I have my way. So also environment
So
matters.
why so? Why are we like that?
Why are we like that?
Is that a good way to raise children without a voice?
I would say no. And I will say our environment, just because we love and care for children and don't allow them to speak anyhowly or extremely freely, doesn't mean they don't have a voice. It's just expressed differently, which is why even for them, even the white children have rights and a voice. How come this one, the voice becomes indiscipline and ends up in prison and things like that? So it's that delicate balance of these rights, there's parenting, there's also environment.
Yeah.
Yes. And if my personal opinion is maybe there is parenting missing. That's why these children are going wayward. Because more rights doesn't mean less parenting.
Okay. When you say parenting, do you mean having a child is not automatic parenting? As in anyone who's got who gives birth, it doesn't mean that by raising a child you're parenting. Are there things that are special about parenting?
Giving birth to the child might be a biological thing, but parenting goes spiritual, physical care, nurture, your input, your follow-up. Yeah, and that's why these days, like you said, maybe not just diaspora, the modern world, the day now,
Even
has
here,
less, has less parent input, people input, mommy, daddy, community input, and it has gone to maybe media, has gone to school, has gone to church. And if you like, I commend those, they're actually doing well, especially like the school. Oh, it's babysitting for us. The children are there more than they are with us, the parents. And that's why the call is, can we parent? Can we do our part? Because incidentally, there's something about the parent that the church can't do. There's something about the parent that the school can't do. And we need to step up. And that's what this call is about.
Okay.
It's not as complicated as it sounds if you know certain things.
There is, when we talk about disciplining, certain parents, there's been an acknowledgement that disciplining a child while you're emotionally angry is always been the wrong time to actually do that. And then some parents, especially here in Africa, have beat their children to either death or permanent disabilities because at that moment he was angry. There's a man who was in the news who beat a child because the child had stolen 1,000 shillings. Beat them. But even then, for us where we grew up from, when our fathers would be arriving, it would be darking time. It would be time to run and find your hiding place. What would you think would be the best way, if we talk about this, what is biblical discipline?
Biblical discipline. Biblical discipline, I believe, is teaching, correcting, guiding, and showing the way. When it says spare the rod, spoil the child, and occasionally physical, I don't know, chiboko.
Chiboko.
Yes, here and there. But also there is an appropriateness of time. Yeah, you may not beat your 6 months old, but you may, like children will bite you Haven't you beaten that child? The ones who don't, Numa, he's biting me. You're not doing anything about it. Now that's parenting. So by not showing this child that inflicting pain is not good, you've not helped the child. Yeah, so discipline changes also with the age and how you do things.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a detail to every level, but discipline has to be there.
So a lot of parents are very angry. Yeah. How do we deal with that?
Yeah.
Why? Because because I think discipline must be motivated by love.
Yes.
You must love somebody, and the end goal is direction.
Yes.
But then some parents are very, very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then many kids are raised in that environment of fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is not discipline.
Do you talk about that in your book at all?
Yes, a lot.
Okay.
Actually, someone else said there's so much discipline. But the question, like I said, is it's how.
Yeah.
Teaching is discipline. When you go to sports, what is discipline? Is it beating them? No, it's the training.
Okay.
In levels, small. Today, 3 laps. Tomorrow, 5. Today, 3 jumps. You know? It's in levels. And that's where parenting needs to come in. You teach the child, you don't do this.
Yeah.
You don't eat so much. Incrementally, until they get a skill, until they master themselves and master something. And it's being intentional. That thing of angry, it comes from, I think we talked before, there's a lot of assumption. Because I'm here, the children will be nice. Because I provide, they will learn. Because I take them to school, they will do this. No. Parenting is about being intentional. You follow up. You make sure it is done. I like the example of the sports people. Even if you build the best field for them to practice, they need a coach.
Yeah.
Who needs to push them and push their limits and train them and get them strong and teach them tricks. That's what parenting is about. Except for us, it's for life skills, it's for development, it's for getting along. So you have to be intentional about all those areas.
Yeah.
And not assume that somehow it will happen.
Yeah, and I think also there must be a distinction between disciplining and violence.
Yes.
Yes.
Violence is not discipline.
Yes. So some parents go like, "This is my house.
Yeah.
You cannot. We can't equal power. I'll show you. I'll prove to you."
Yeah.
And I even had someone give an analogy that when parents are beating children violently, and they remind them, "I'm doing this because I love you."
No.
So they grow up. And in the future,
The love is.
they feel like if you don't beat them, you find women who say, if a man doesn't beat me, I don't feel loved. Because it was from the inception of their foundation. Yeah. And
I also wanted to say that love and discipline go together, and teaching.
yeah.
It's like the more you love someone, the easier it is to discipline them.
Yeah.
Just think about your friend or your spouse in your loving days. It's easy to tell them, that hair, without much ado. So the more you love and interact with children, it's actually easier. They even learn what your space is. They learn that, mommy's children, we don't do this. It doesn't get to the violent side of, this is my house. But it's been the same communication all along. But love gives it the cushioning of, there's kindness, there's gentleness, but you don't rejoice with evil. You don't agree with what is false. You don't encourage the bad manners. I mean, just because you love the child, they can shout at you. No, loving people don't shout at each other. They talk gently. They talk nicely, yeah.
But I think also we're in a generation where I personally, in my parenting style, I found out that I feel very bad every time I beat my children out of anger.
Yes.
And I actually stopped.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I did it once, and I felt the way I felt.
Yeah.
I didn't want to feel again like that. So I decided to devise other means, like taking away some things that they love, a little bit of those punishments that are not physical, and learning to have conversation with them.
Yes.
So I feel like African style of parenting has its own advantages but also disadvantages.
Yes.
Yeah. So many African parents don't even know their children at all.
No.
Because there's no conversation.
But I wouldn't say African.
Yeah.
I would say people.
Many.
Those who are not parenting well don't really know their children. And I like how you said in psychology we would use the word boundaries. Love has so many boundaries, it's unbelievable. But because it's loving, they come out soft and gentle and palatable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the lack of love and the lack of involvement that removes all those things and makes it stern and if you think about it, it's like being in the spirit and following the law. When
Yeah.
you're in the spirit, you actually obey all the law.
It's easier.
It's so much
Yes.
easier, it's fluid, it flows. Now that's love and discipline.
Yeah.
The boundaries are there, they get to know. Like to this age, there are things I don't do because I don't want my mother to hear about them.
Yeah.
Simple.
You're still a child.
Oh, yes.
You're still someone's child, no
I'm
matter.
still someone's child.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more I love God, the more I don't want him to catch me in certain places.
Yeah. then
Simple.
There's also a category of people, especially women, who are angry with their exes, husbands, and they inflict all that pain and conversation with the children.
Yeah.
Actually, we need to talk about single parenting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has that been a problem?
You meet them, yes, and you see that.
Yeah.
I like what you said, like even what happened to me. One time I pushed my baby. She was barely 2. I was angry. She came around and I pushed her and she fell in that. I said, never again.
Yeah.
This was not your anger. This was not your chiboko. This was not your slap. And I knew where they belonged. Husband had walked away, I don't know what. And she's the one who got the brood. There is that point where you need to draw the line for yourself and ask God and help you. I actually write about anger.
Yeah.
Is what the child has done worth what you're going to do?
Exactly.
But those are decisions you make not in the moment. You make them before. Like you said, are you superhuman? How come you never beat your child again? Even me, I don't beat my children careless. But there are issues where I said, this one, we beat.
Yeah.
Like you steal this, that one we beat. When they fight with each other, we beat. But it's controlled. Lie down, how many do you get? Bring the chiboko.
Yeah.
But we beat. Because beating has its place. The scriptures were not lying when they said.
And you beat on government flesh.
Yes. That too.
Yeah. You don't just beat everywhere. The
Yes.
head is what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the challenge is, and you've had women, especially women in this area, they struggle. They want to inflict a pain on a child because of their father. Your father is such a foolish man. He didn't even take care of us.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're even taking after him.
But I can also go the other side.
Yeah.
Which is also damaging. You want to love that child so much. That is also not healthy. Because I have no husband, I love the child so much. Because the husband is not, I love my child because they are easier to deal with.
Exactly.
So I love them too much. That is also not healthy.
So that's also not very
Yes,
good.
so extremes are both
Yeah.
not good. The bad emotions, the good emotions. It's about the not really proper balance. Everything in its proper place.
Yeah.
Yes. You love them, but like men complain, the children are in our bed. You love them, but they have their beds.
Exactly.
We love them, but they don't disorganize the finances or destroy the marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everything in its proper place, and it works out fine.
Yeah.
I'm alone, but it doesn't mean I hand over my child to the school. So it goes personal, but it's about finding the right way to give what that child deserves.
Yeah.
I love them, I must make them an engineer. God loves them more than you.
Yeah.
Find out what they should be doing and let them
find
be.
out. Yes.
So it's all extremes. Tonswaza, so I'll kill you. You have to kusoma nyobi in this school.
Yeah.
So it's all manner of things.
And sometimes a lot of parents want the children to live their unlived dreams. So what I did not become, I force you to become it. Yeah.
Or what I hate, medicine, we suffer, there is no money. Still have any of you becoming a doctor. No.
Yeah.
Let them find their path.
Yeah.
Teach them what you have, give them what you can, do your best, let them find their path.
So the people that are struggling the most when we come to this subject, we may not even have them watch these programs.
Yeah.
Are men. Fathers are unavailable.
Yeah.
They feel like parenting is they've left that to their wives. Yeah. And when you ask them for accountability on parenting, this is their answers. But I pay school fees.
I pay school fees.
I parent. But I think there is more of expectation. Is there a psychological difference between a child who had a present father and an absent father?
Oh, yes. Even as adults, you notice. You deal with this person, you're friends for years, then one day it hits because they grew up without a father, and then suddenly all the pieces come together.
For example?
No, exactly that. The way they do things, the decisions they make, it's because they never had a father figure. And you notice it maybe if you did. Part of my inspiration to write this book was understanding my life was not perfect, but I appreciated the privileges I had. My father passed away when I was 15.
Wow.
But his impact, to a point that even yesterday, I still quote some of the things he did. He would say.
Yeah.
He was present. And one thing I say, and that I know, the children don't care how much money. They don't know your car. They don't care that my hair is what. They love you. Yeah. They want you. They love what you say. They like what you do. They like what you cook. It's us who spoil it. So if you're there and give them the best of you, it will take them where they need to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does it look like when a father is present? How does it look like? Like if a man is watching us today on TV, what would you think? Does it mean present? How does a present father look like? Oh, yeah. The one who comes back every night, lives early in the morning. What does a present father look like?
Okay. I like that even the Bible doesn't tell us wake up at 7, go to bed at 8. No, the details are like not really here or there.
Yeah.
But a present father, I'll say like from my experience, I was a pretty timid child, but brilliant. And my father knew. He loved me, he cared. I know that I have a voice because my father gave me a voice.
Yeah.
I've heard my mother say the same. They were all girls with one brother, and he educated them. He took them to school, despite the fact that they were girls. In our cultures, like how do you educate girls?
I know.
He loved his daughters. We were talking about it. One child sits here, another one between his legs, another one here, another one holds the back. They are all over him. Yeah. He's strong, they play with him, they climb on him, they love their games. That's a present father.
Yeah.
They know what he says, how he feels. So by the time he's angry or he's stunned, we do those things of hiding. Even us would hide. But on the other hand, I know how our father loved us.
Yeah.
He would carry us, throw us in the air. I have those memories.
Yeah.
Over 30 years ago. Because my father was present. Did we live with him every day? No. Does that help?
It makes sense.
So was he coming every day? No.
No.
But the rules he left, to this day they work.
Yeah.
There are things you didn't do in daddy's house. Is he alive? No. But they are not done in his house.
When he passed, did your mother marry again?
No, she didn't.
A lot of people also struggle with that in families where you have a new parent coming in and they don't like you that much and you can actually feel it.
Yeah.
We are going into a break, but I'd like to ask you, as an adult, do you still hear the voice of your parents in your decisions?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That's how much impact I say I was privileged to have.
Yeah.
And that's why it was easy to notice that others are lacking in all this. And when I would interact with women and teach, I'd be like, for me, what was obvious was so lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I came out to be willing to share and to teach. So yes, I hear their voice on many little things.
Yeah.
Because they were really there. How I do my work, how I sleep, where I go, how I deal with who. I was taught those things.
Yeah.
I had them, so I have memory of them.
As a parent, you have an everlasting voice in the lives of your children now and in their adult life. I'm talking to an expert. She's written a book, Parenting Made Easy. We are coming back. I'm here with Dr. Fiona Muhanguzi.
Enjoy Destiny Matters English edition every Thursday at 10 a.m. Net Destiny Matters Yoruganda kusawa satwezechiro. And a repeat on Tuesday 2 p.m. here on Rest TV. Catch us also on our YouTube handle Destiny Matters and on our other social media platforms.